Hey everybody, I'm Coach Tom. Welcome to my channel, Creating Your New Reality. I'm a self-actualization coach. What that means is that I help people cultivate, develop, and then express their true authentic selves in the areas of their careers, their personal development, and their relationships. Are you ready? Let's go. Now today, I wanted to talk to you about a concept that you could call a tape loop. Okay, a continuous tape loop. And basically, as the name implies, it's something that you keep replaying in your head over and over and over again. Now, some of us, I think, are more visual than others. Some people learn by doing. Some people are more auditory. I'm very auditory. Okay, I hear things. I'm very good at memorizing books on tape, lectures I hear, conversations. Ask anybody that's ever known me. I'm frustrating to argue with because I can remember details from a conversation that I had when I was a little kid 10 years ago. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, this is for those of you who hear things, that little voice in your head when things happen, okay? And these loops can be either good or they can be very negative and destructive. And okay, Tom, what are you talking about? So a tape loop that I had always struggled with growing up was when I would meet somebody new. I would get excited about, oh, I've got a new friend, and this is really cool. People actually like me. Oh, my God. So I would immediately think to myself, well, why would that person want to have anything to do with me? You don't have anything going on. You suck. Nobody likes you at school. You're not really that smart. All these things, okay? We had that self-sabotaging behavior that is manifest because we can't get off of that train track that runs through our head every time something happens, okay? And sometimes we always, it's easy to think of getting triggered on the tape loops in a negative situation. You know, somebody yells at you, and especially when they're already affirming a negative thing you believe about yourself, boy, that just sends us into a tailspin. That just will send us right off into the weeds, won't it? Now, sometimes the innocuous things, those are even more insidious, okay? And that's, again, you meet somebody new, and then all of a sudden you talk yourself out of things. Or let's say you see a job posting in a newspaper or online or something, and you're like, oh, this would be a really great position for me to have. I'm excited. Let me dash off my resume. And then we think to ourselves, wow, boy, that really is over my head. I don't think I can do this. What qualifies me? Why am I so special? What am I doing? I'm seeing a lot of chatter on the interwebs. A lot of people are talking about imposter syndrome. And it's basically feeling that, well, I can't really do this. I'll find out I'm a fraud. All these things. See, these are all tape loops. These are all things that you continuously will unconsciously hit play every time something happens. Or if you're left alone long enough, you'll eventually find the play button your damn self because you get bored. And unfortunately, we are like hamsters, okay? When we are bored, when we have no stimulation, when we're not doing anything, we look for shit to get into. And usually we end up chewing our own foot off because that's just what we do, okay? And I'm here to tell you, you got to stop it, okay? Sometimes our tape loop isn't words. Sometimes our tape loop is, you know what? I'm stressed out about a situation, so I'm going to go to the refrigerator and eat 5 more Pop-Tarts or this entire pizza, okay? I can crush a large pizza in one sitting, so I understand about comfort eating, okay? I've been there, done that, okay? So these are the things that trip us up as people, okay? And you got to ask yourself, well, where does it come from? And in dollars to donuts, it's going to come from some things unresolved that you've got going on in your childhood or a traumatic event that has happened somewhere along your timeline. Now, what's interesting is you got to remember, I want you to write this down, okay? You're self-conscious. It doesn't know what time it is, okay? It doesn't know if what's tripping you. It doesn't know if it's happening now or you're grinding on something that happened 30 years ago, okay? It just doesn't know. So let's use this to our advantage, okay? If our subconscious can get tripped by something that we're inventing, okay, or deciding to think about at that given moment, or unconsciously thinking about at any given moment, we can also trick it, okay? We can also come up with a new script and a new story to tell ourselves. So instead of imagining the very worst at the drop of a hat, we imagine good things, okay? And this is something you've got to train yourself to do, okay? You have to catch yourself. You have to be really attentive to your thoughts. When you start auguring down to the ground, when you feel that you're manifesting a shit sandwich, what I want you to do is stop and just sit there, okay? And what am I doing? Okay, my mood is drastically going lower here. I'm going off the rails. Oh my God. Okay, when you notice that, tell yourself immediately something different. No, you know what? My people really do love me. I have all kinds of friends. Even if you don't have a lot of friends, tell yourself, you know what? I have a lot of friends. I'm really good at making relationships. One thing I like to use, you know what? I'm a friendly guy. I make friends quickly. It's simple, okay? But you know what? That was how I changed my state from going through life, looking at the tops of my shoes, always thinking, why would anybody want to deal with me? I'll be honest, sometimes for years I was driven in the world of my work. I was driven wanting so desperately to prove that hiring me was not part of some Hire the Handicapped initiative. Okay, I wanted desperately to prove that that person didn't bring me on board because they felt sorry for me. They brought me on board because I was a person of value. Okay, so you want to talk, one of Tom's loops was, boy, everything to do with me is a charity case. Okay, everything to do with me is because somebody feels sorry for me, that I'm less than. If given the choice, they'd hang out with somebody different, and all these things. Okay, so again, that's how you end up not being very happy in life, when that is your main story and that's what you plant your flag in. So you've got to fix that. And my story had to become, you know what? I am valuable. I'm really good at a lot of things. I'm good at this one particular thing. I'm very good at this particular thing over here. And again, all these things where you push yourself, you do things, you develop a bit of a resume, a history of doing some good things. You look back at that and say, you know what? I flourished over here. I can flourish over there. So therefore, as you go through life step by step, when you meet new people, you don't have to freak out. You know what? I've been making friends since I was in kindergarten, and little Billy wanted to play trucks with me. Okay, and we hit it off. So you know what? I can make friends here too. The only reason that I don't feel I can make friends now is because of some bullshit that somebody put on me. Somebody told me I was a goofball. I believed it, and you know what? That's not my reality anymore. You've got to chase all that crap out. Now you could spend a lot of time doing the shadow work and doing all this stuff and past life regressions and rebirth this and all that. You know what? How about this? For now, just make a different decision. You know what? I'm cool. I'm popular. I'm well liked. Okay? I am a person of value. I'm a good guy. Okay? You don't want to be a nice guy, but you want to be a good guy. Okay? There's a big difference. That'll be another video down the road. But that's what I'm saying. You have to tell yourself a different story to get out of this tape loop. It's the only way to break the circle. Okay? And again, your subconscious does not know what time it is. It doesn't know that you are no longer that 6-year-old that got shamed in front of all your classmates. Okay? It doesn't know that. So quit having that. Quit carrying that with you, okay? One of my favorite expressions, when you carry that shit with you, what you're doing is it's like walking around with shoes that are way too small, okay? So stop it, okay? It's time for you to grow, and it's time for you to be better, and it's time for you to walk out of that season, walk out of the old things and into the new things, okay? You can do it. I believe in you very much. I love you guys. Thanks so much, and you all have a great day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.